Hey guys, welcome to this week's update. It is good to be back in my office, to be back in the regular flow of things for me, and so I will try to keep this update as short as I possibly can. Now that school's kicking back in, things are kind of, getting geared back up for that. We're getting back into the flow of our worship on Wednesday night. So for example, this Wednesday, we are back in the pavilion for the first time in about a month, and we will be finishing the book of Hebrews. I literally have like 7 verses before it's done, and so we're going to be doing Hebrews chapter 13, verse 18 through 25 this Wednesday night. Jensen's going to be leading worship. It's going to be just the way it always has been. There'll be a little bit of changes here and there, the way people park. There's not as much outside for them to be able to do right now because of construction, but we'll make the best of it. It'll at least be good to be back in the pavilion together. This Sunday morning, we will be continuing our stewardship study. This particular week, we're going to be talking about how to steward your time. And so I think that's a really practical subject matter for teenagers, and it's a really practical subject matter for adults. And we'll get to that in a minute because it relates to our next parent forum that is coming up. The big thing that's on the calendar right now is Fall Prayer Retreat. It is October 7, 8, and 9. It is $50 per student to go. We have drastically reduced the price this year to try to encourage students to participate. We don't want to be a burden on families at all because we want this to be something that students across the board can participate in. It's a 3-day retreat. We're going to be going to Lake Norris in La Follette, Tennessee, and we've rented a massive Airbnb house there where the guys and girls will be staying together. The girls will be on the top floor, the guys will be in the basement, and then the main floor will be for like fellowship and stuff like that. And during these 3 days, we're going to be encouraging them to do different kinds of praying. The first night, we're going to have a concert of prayer called Confession, where it'll be more one-on-one with them and the Lord, where they'll be dealing with areas of their life of unconfessed sin. But then the second night, we'll be doing what we call intercession, where we're going to be praying for one another. And in between that, we'll have different times to pray. We'll have different activities, games, things like that. So it'll be not only a lot of fun, it'll be something that the students will remember for a long time because we'll be equipping them to better pray, specifically whether it's areas of confession or areas of intercession. So it's the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of their fall break. And so if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me about that. Now, with that being said, we want to encourage students to sign up sooner rather than later because there's a lot of logistics that go into that. So starting September 1st, the price will go up to $60. So the reason, like I said, we do that is to encourage students to sign up sooner rather than later. So you can go online, corehillbaptist.com/FPR, and you can register online. And if you have any questions related to that, please feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to answer any and all of your questions that I can. The last event that's kind of coming up, or last date that I want to make you aware of, is September 4th. That is our next parent forum. It'll be down in the basement, and during this forum, I will be leading it. I try not to lead a lot of these. I try to bring in other people so you guys get another face. But I'm going to be leading this one, and I'm going to be talking about being too busy. As I have done research in this particular area, I'm realizing that it is possible to be both busy and be lazy at the same time. And so I want to share some of that with you as you all learn how to manage not only your own schedules, but learn how to teach your children how to manage their own. Because at the end of the day, we either honor the Lord with our time or we don't. And so we're going to talk a lot about that this upcoming Sunday, but I really want to develop that at our next parent forum. So that'll be September 4th at 6:15. And so that's kind of what's going on in a nutshell over the next couple of weeks. The big thing that is kind of coming up next week is Teen Kid gets kicked off for the next school year, which is kind of that natural transition for our entire church. So our new 7th graders will be joining us next week, and so we will begin the process of doing kind of an orientation for them. And so if you are a parent of an upcoming 7th grader, we've not forgotten about you. It has been a little chaotic around here trying to get things squared away with construction and whatnot, but the plan is next Wednesday when they join us, we will be doing some one-on-one things with them as a group to kind of transition them into the student ministry a little bit more effectively. And so, for example, we're going to have them partner with some of our mentors. They'll go down to the main building where they'll be doing kind of a one-on-one Bible study together as they share a little bit of their heart and what the ministry is all about. And so anyway, that's all I've got for now. I hope that you guys are having a great week in the Lord. The construction around here is just incredible to watch and to keep up with. And so I'm just super excited for what the Lord is doing. I hope you guys have a great week in the Lord, and I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. God bless.